In today's video, we're going to be uninstalling my Tushy Classic and installing a Tushy Wave. I'm going to show you how to do it, all those tips and tricks. If you're looking for a review on what I think of both of those products, there's actually a separate video that I'm going to link at the end of this video, as well as up top, there's going to be a card that you can click on as well. And while I have you here as well, if you are thinking about buying one of these two products, if you look in the link in the description down below, click on my affiliate link, and you can actually get 10% off if you use the code MARK10. So go check that out and let's get installing. All right, so I'm going to take the Classic off now. A couple things to remember. Always have a towel handy just in case you get a little bit of drips or whatnot back there. But one thing that you do have to remember to do before you start messing around with anything, you gotta shut your water off. So you gotta just make sure you turn the water off, and then before you even do anything else, you do have to empty all of the water out of the tank. So flush it, and I'm gonna leave it held down so all the water that would have been in there is out. And I can hear it that it's out. But if you want to check, you can always lift off the back. And I mean, I guess I probably should be responsible and just make sure that the water is out of it. It is empty, perfect, mostly empty. Okay, so after you turn that to the left, it makes it unlocked, and then you can just pop it off, both of them. So that's pretty straightforward to take that off. And then you just need your screwdriver. And as you can see, like, this is really easy that if you do want to, it's a little dirty in here, but to center it. So if you need to move it after you install it, it's easy enough to do. That's how they center it. But now looking at how to install the Wave, it is pretty amazing, the ideas that came up with how to install it. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. Now that should come off. So before I take that fully off, I'm going to take the water hose attachments off. So the nice part with these, they're just finger tight. You don't need a wrench. You don't have to put anything, get any extra special tools for this. And as you can see, as I'm releasing it, there is still a little bit of water left in it. And that's why we have our towel right there, just because it will stop any massive leaks. So as you can see, there's always a little bit of water left in the hose. If you're finding this video helpful, please consider hitting subscribe, leave a like on this video as well, and comment. If there's something that you like, there's a different version you like, or anything that I didn't talk about, please leave a comment down below. This is the channel for my wife and I, Shannon, Mark and Shannon. We do reviews, we do tutorials, we do a variety of things that we're passionate about, and we'd love to share with other people. So again, consider hitting subscribe, we would love that. So we wiped it down because it was dirty, and that's just the nature of toilets, is that there's always areas that you can't clean. So clean that up. Now, I didn't mention it before, I'm always impressed with the packaging, like the way that they package it, the way they present it. Any company like Apple or companies like that put money into packaging really speaks volumes. I think it is something they don't have to do, but they care enough about the presentation. When you open up the box, it's, oh, wow. Like, you want that wow when you open up a box and when you're spending money on something. So now I did have one of these already, but the one that I had on mine from years ago was made of plastic. They now have given me an actual metal one. So I am going to show you how to take this apart here. I'm going to move my towel just a little bit more, just in case there's some residual water in there. And again, it's all finger tight, which is really, really handy. You're not dealing with wrenches or anything like that. We're going to leave that. That is originally from the house. This used to attach right to there, but now we're taking this off because we may as well use all the new pieces that the Tushy has provided for us. So first step that we've got to do, these are the little rubber plugs. We need to push these in. Now you can get a little bit of soap to help these slide in easier, or if they do slide in easy, then you obviously don't have to deal with that. This is the way, and sometimes if you actually have the screw already in it there, it helps you push it in. But you will need to take that screw out and washer out. So this is where you are going to use the mounting template. So you want to align the front edge of your bowl, obviously, to there, and you want to line it up. So that's what you're looking for. You want it to be nice and flush. You want it to be flush on all the sides. So it works out perfect. So what you do with that, you take this here, and it's got this little bracket that's actually attached to it there. So this button on the side here releases that bracket. So you take the bracket off, and this is what you're going to attach while the mounting piece of paper is in place. Okay, so it's time for the template. And what's really nice, there's actually these little rubber pieces here. So it helps you when you're lining it up, so it just stays in place that much better. So now this is where we grab our template and we make sure that it is in the proper place. So what we will do is we line up the front edge of our toilet bowl. We make sure that it's equal on all sides. We get our template in the right spot. Tape down with some painter's tape. Just right here, I would hold it down firmly with your hand and make sure that you can get that taped down there. Then, again, hold it down, remove the template, and we are gonna tape down the bottom piece just in case. This is stuff that we're gonna be able to remove quite easily afterwards. And again, if you have to adjust it, it's really not difficult to adjust. Next, we have got these little brackets here, and this is how we are going to attach this to the toilet now. Very, very simple idea, and you'll see how effective this is after we connect the actual Tushy to it. Okay, so now that you've put that in, you've got your screwdriver, and now we are going to lock it down with into those black little rubber pieces that we already connected into the toilet frame. And again, if it's not perfect when you attach the bidet, you are gonna have an opportunity to adjust it. It's pretty straightforward, as you saw here. It doesn't take much if we do need to move this around a little bit. So that is not going anywhere. So now we can remove the tape. Okay, so this is my favorite part. Now all you're doing is attaching the Tushy, and it's gonna click into place right along the back. So that has now clicked in place. And again, that button that I showed you is right on the side here. I could just click it, and then I can pull it off if I need to adjust it. But it clicks right into place. And again, it's flush right along all sides. So we did it perfect the first time. Boy, am I glad we did it right the first time. And what you'll notice about this, it is a heck of a lot sleeker. The other one had this huge control panel over here. We have got this nice control knob right here now. So now we have to connect our water up to the water source. So first, we're going to attach this metal little splitter here. And you want to make sure you get on straight. You don't want to cross thread. That's kind of an important part of any of these things. You want to make sure. And again, finger tight. You don't have to use wrenches or anything like that. All right, so now we're going to connect the main water source here. And again, you want to make sure you do not cross thread it. Again, finger tight. You want to get it as snug as you can. And I should mention as well, if you're not comfortable doing this stuff, you could get somebody that you know, or even hire a plumber. It's not a terribly big job, but if you're not comfortable with it, especially working with water, I completely understand. Okay, so now we've got one more hose here, and this is where we connect it to that splitter. Again, we are going to connect it, make sure to not cross thread it, and then we're gonna be able to attach it to our bidet. And at that point, we could turn on the water. We are gonna want to inspect it to make sure that it is not leaking anywhere. If it is, obviously turn off the water right away. And it's one of those things that you should inspect every now and then to make sure that it is not leaking. Again, I had mine for 5 years. I never had to even tighten it one time, never had a leak. Not to say that's going to be everyone's experience, but this is pretty simple plumbing. This isn't anything too crazy. Okay, there we go. So our Tushy is now installed. I'm going to turn on the water, and we're going to hear a rush. I'm going to check all the areas here. I don't feel any water coming out. The tank is filling up as it should, and once it's full, then it will shut off. Well, there you have it. We installed it. See, it's really not too difficult. So it's something that I think you definitely can do yourself. If you are looking for a review, if you want me to give the summary of what I think about both the Classic and the Wave, there's a video right here that you can click on. Also, hit the subscribe button there as well. And I mentioned at the beginning, down in the description below, there's a link. If you click that, you can get your own Tushy. And if you use the promo code MARK10, you'll be able to save 10%. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.